It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Oregon Ducks offense will take the first swing of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Complete in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Trying to pound it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
Barges ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game. You want to pay it off and just put some points up on the board.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this game aggressive.
Finds his big tight end. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, make it a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Golden Gophers offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air. It's Adams. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it out to the 25. Not it all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Okay.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Go.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Golden Gophers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll run play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bringing it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
That is... Tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready, go.
Off play action. Here comes the heat. He makes a catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to throw, it's Adams. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fakes to grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw...
Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Give to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lincoln. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Timeout, Minnesota.
The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down, and a quarterback hit on...
Touchdown, Oregon! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Quick shovel pass. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the right. It's caught. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
at the 18.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Mason. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Adams. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Minnesota, 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finding an escape route. It's a seam wide open. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Meyer. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. A Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catch is made at the 15. He gets a block. Touchdown Ducks! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Plucks it out of the air. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
And first down for the offense.
From the red zone, it's Myers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The snap sets up to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
A loss of 8 yards on the play.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
QB spikes the ball on the clock.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Mason. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Ready up. Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite. Set ready. 6 propane. 6 propane.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Now on second down.
Cornhole 88. Cornhole 88. Banner.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target. We gotta put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
He wants to change this route. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Off the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Mason. Turning it on. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down and run. Finds a crease at the 20. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He's past the 30. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Finds his man. It's Hobbs. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Meyer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback adapting. He'll get rid of it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds him out of the backfield. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Myers. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The offense changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football.
Tight end trying to get in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Minnesota! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 11 over UCLA. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Turns it loose deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback moving. He's in open space downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
88, Cornell, let's go, let's go.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Mason. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
They want that clock to run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll try to pop the draw. Runs through a tackle. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Minnesota, 17.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He wants to throw it. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. It's on target and complete. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. When you know you have a team